I moved into the house 2 weeks after finalizing my divorce. It was an old property left to me by an uncle I barely knew. Tucked away in a quiet New England town, the place had a charm I found oddly comforting. Cracked brick, creaky floors, and the faint scent of dust and old books. It was a fresh start, or so I thought. The basement was large, unfinished, and perfect for storage. I went down there almost every day to organize boxes, adjust shelves, or just sit and think. But 3 nights ago, something changed. I was halfway down the wooden stairs when I froze. On the far wall, opposite the old water heater, was a door. A door I swear hadn't been there the day before. It was wooden, painted a dull gray, with rusted hinges and an old brass knob. There were no markings, no frame, just a solid, inexplicable door embedded into a concrete wall. I stood there staring at it for a long minute. I considered calling someone, maybe the realtor, maybe a neighbor, but what would I say? Hey, do haunted doors spontaneously appear in your house too? I walked up to it. It was cold. Not just cool from the basement air, but unnaturally cold. The kind of chill that makes your teeth ache. I hesitated, then reached for the knob. It turned. The door creaked open into pitch darkness. I didn't have a flashlight, so I used my phone. The beam lit up a narrow hallway. Stone walls, like a cellar, stretched far beyond where my light could reach. The air smelled of damp earth, and something else, metallic almost like rust or blood. I should have closed the door and walked away, but curiosity got the better of me. I stepped in. The door shut behind me. At first, I thought it was just the wind or a draft. But when I turned around, there was no knob on the inside. No handle. Just smooth wood. Panic crept in. My phone's light flickered. Then, I heard footsteps. Not mine. They were slow, deliberate, echoing from deep within the hallway. I backed up against the door, holding my phone like a weapon, as if that would do anything. Hello. I called out, my voice shaky. No answer. Just the sound of breathing, shallow, raspy, close. Then silence. I don't remember how long I stood there, frozen, but eventually I forced myself to walk. The hallway stretched endlessly, twisting and turning until I lost all sense of direction. That's when I saw it. A mirror. It stood alone in the hallway, tall and old, its frame warped and stained. But what chilled me wasn't the mirror itself. It was what I saw inside it. Me, but not me. The reflection stared back with hollow eyes, pale skin, and a thin smile that didn't match my expression. I turned to run, but the hallway behind me was gone. Just blackness. I looked back at the mirror, and now the reflection was crying. Blood ran down its cheeks like tears. Its mouth moved, silently mouthing something. I leaned closer. Don't go further. I spun around. Another door had appeared. I opened it, desperate to escape. On the other side was a room, my room. The same layout, same furniture. Except everything was off. The pictures on the wall were of a woman and a child I didn't recognize. On the nightstand sat a wedding photo. Me, smiling, next to a woman I'd never met. I backed away. Something wasn't right. Then I heard footsteps again. Someone was coming up the stairs. I darted out the room and down the hall, only to find more doors. Each opened into different versions of my life. In one, I was old and alone, surrounded by books and dust. In another, I was rich with a cold, lifeless stare. In one, I was dead, laid out on the floor, eyes open, mouth agape. I was running through my own multiverse of horror. Finally, I found a door that looked familiar. It had the same brass knob, same gray paint. I opened it and stepped through, and I was back in my basement. The door behind me was gone. I collapsed onto the cold concrete floor, gasping for breath. It's been 3 days. The door hasn't come back, but I can still feel it, like it's just beneath the surface, waiting. Every time I go down to the basement, I feel eyes on me. And sometimes, just before I fall asleep, I see that version of me from the mirror, crying blood, whispering warnings I still don't understand.